I love black people. I hate niggas.
Yeah, me too.
And them niggas we talking about.
I love niggas. I just don't like certain types of niggas.
A nigga ain't gotta be black.
I really think they the devil.
We are chosen
If you
people.
study history.
I'm really sick of everybody. I'm sick of Negroes. I'm sick of white people.
I hate people.
I'm starting to say that.
Sound like the girl I met. Shout out to Shaz in Namibia. She kept saying, I don't know, black people. I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah, me too. As believers in God, we're taught, and even the Bible got scriptures on it that we're supposed to speak the right things into the atmosphere. Watch what you say, because when you say things, you
100%. You manifest them.
Yeah, you manifest them. So, but I feel like that in my spirit more and more the older I get, that I hate people, period. It ain't just, and don't get me wrong, like I love being black, everything about being black, but I'm tired of black folk, ignorant black folk. Let me
tired of the wrong black people.
Wait, let me rephrase that. I love black people. I hate niggas.
Yeah, me too.
And them niggas we talking about.
I love niggas. I just don't like certain types of niggas.
A nigga ain't gotta be
You know what I'm
black.
saying?
Like you said,
Certain type of nigga.
said, right.
Some niggas are very entertaining, friendly people.
Right, y'all know what I mean when I say that without me having to break it all the way.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not no coon.
Black people know what you're talking about.
I totally agree.
And then white people make me sick. Every group that I could think of make me sick.
Right.
For different reasons. Even certain parts of the LGBT community get on my nerves.
Definitely.
Too. Get on my nerves too, because of part of what you was talking about earlier. I know I'm diverting a little bit.
Nah, that's on topic.
Something you said, but when you were talking about the whole agenda to, allow children
And force it upon them
to make certain decisions about their bodies and sex changes and stuff like that, instead of the parents being able to make those decisions. They trying to change the tide with stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff that.
Because real quick, to add on your point, not to cut you off, we got gay people in our family. My sister is gay.
Right.
I don't have no problem with her sexual preference whatsoever, but interestingly enough, even my sister has agreed with what my cousin just said. It's like she don't like when gay people try to force their beliefs onto the children and onto the whole population. So it ain't nothing specifically against gay people.
Right.
It's against you trying to force your beliefs on everybody else and our children.
It's forcing sexuality really in general
on children, exactly. That's ridiculous.
A child make a decision like that
for the rest of their life.
An adult decision.
Yeah.
They can't. They don't have any business doing it. But to respond directly to something that you said, you was like, you older than me, and you was saying you sounded perplexed a minute ago. You was like, man, I'm starting to get more and more sick of white people, and they don't even really know why. I heard a podcast person that I watch religiously. He made the most simplistic point in the world, and I thought about it, and I was like, That's what it is, because I kind of be asking myself, why am I, the older I get, my tolerance is lower and lower for just stuff.
Bullshit.
And, right. And he was saying, he was like, white folks, with a lot of the antics that they pull, like in corporate America, for example, is really the thing that get under my skin more than anything. They're exhausted. It's exhausting. So it's like, just getting up every day, doing what you got to do, taking care of business. Life can be hard in and of itself.
By
anyway.
itself.
Just all in and of itself. Getting older, aging, whatever, just in and of itself. But then to have to deal with people who just make stuff more difficult than what it has to be.
Unnecessarily.
Just because they can, or just because they're in a position of power,
And it
you
won't
work
affect
under them,
them.
and all
And it
the
won't affect them.
Right, and stuff like that. It's like, dang, by the time I get home at the end of the day, I'm exhausted. Mentally exhausted. Spiritually exhausted. You get tired even praying. Well, let me speak for myself. You get tired even praying and petitioning God about certain things like that over and over and over and over again, because it's not changing, or it's getting worse, or it's a joke or whatever. So it's just it's tiresome. It's mentally exhausting. I don't even watch the news every day because it's mentally and spiritually draining.
Yeah, you need a break from that, man.
I grew up watching the news, but it's the same thing.
Is it any coincidence? Every news outlet, the first 10 minutes is none but death, mayhem, and just
That's on purpose.
come on. They trying to.
And not only that, I feel mainstream media is very biased.
Oh, of course.
Very biased.
Definitely.
It's not.
Who
Real
who
news
is the
anymore.
producers? Who is the managers? The right? Yes.
The right.
Who do they donate to? Who do they donate to? What?
Exactly. That's what's important.
Right.
Follow the money and you will learn a lot, man.
Yeah.
But the reason I even brought the camera out again, the last point I wanted to state, because we've been bringing up, I cut it and they were saying a lot of interesting stuff. But one thing I think a lot of foreigners don't realize about America, and I want y'all opinion on this too, that Black Americans understand in general, is in America they don't see that. In America,
out the camera.
we got a lot of racism, but generally it's kind of two types of racism overall. It's like the northern big city racism we deal with in Chicago, and then the southern racism. And in my opinion, the two parties that just ran, Trump and Kamala, represent both sides, where it's like Trump is the down south, in your face racism. I don't like niggas. I don't like what you said earlier, wetbacks. I don't like you chinks and you Jews, and they don't like nobody. And they would say it to your face and be direct about it. Then you got the northern racism where it's like, I love black people. The person who washes my car is black.
Right.
The person who cuts my grass is a Mexican. How can I be racist? Like, they look at it like that, when in reality, their policies are racist. They don't want to give you a job. Yeah, they separate you in terms of your housing. So their discrimination and racism is a lot more subliminal, where it's not as overt and talked about. Now, I'm not a fan of racism in any form, but being a young man who has experienced both, living in Chicago and visiting Mississippi my whole life, if I had to choose, I prefer the in-your-face racism personally, because that lets me know who I'm dealing with.
I respect you more.
That lets me know exactly what I'm dealing with from jump, and I don't have to wonder like, are they being racist? Are they just smiling in my face? So again, I did not support Donald Trump whatsoever. I would never vote for the man. But I understand the ones who did may have done it because if you gotta pick a racist or pick somebody that ain't for you, I would rather pick the one who telling me the truth from jump. And I know what I'm dealing with, as opposed to the one who smiles in my face.
Then I'll stay over here. You stay over there.
Exactly.
Good.
We stay in our lanes.
Yeah. Most of the black people that voted for him was like, oh, well, you know, all that money, Trump a businessman, and the PPP loans and this and that. And I'm like, you niggas sound retarded to me. Like, what is wrong with y'all? But what was interesting to me is this second time that came around, a lot of the brothers who think more like me and talk like me went from like, I'm not voting for either one, I don't support either party like I was saying, to it seemed like leading up to the election, they was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna vote for Trump. And I was surprised by that, to be honest, because
you thought they would still take their own stance.
I thought they would just stay in the middle or maybe even support Kamala more, but a lot of them end up flipping to Trump. I didn't think he would get that much support from black people like that.
Have a
a society that's hungry. And so there used to be what we thought was a path for opportunity. There doesn't seem to be that path for opportunity anymore. If you were born poor, you stay poor. If you're middle class, you stay middle class. If you're rich, you stay rich. So there's not that path to do that anymore. But if you're passing out money and you think that the stock exchange is going to go up because Trump is there, if you think that there's going to be open opportunities because he's going to open up the oil fields, he's going to open up the banking, he's going to open up the houses, so now everyone can lend. And I said, then at that point in time, you find your niche and you can feel like you can make some upward mobility. I don't know how true it is because the people I saw that were in the lower socioeconomic, the middle, and in the higher, they all stayed there. I didn't see the movement.
I didn't see him. I ain't see him keep his word with his promises either.
And every time a Republican get in office, if you think about it, we had the whole housing situation that Obama had to deal with because the predecessor, Bush, had decided that he was going to open up the banking industry.
Right.
Like literally, when you think about telecom or what like the cell phones and the telephones and things of that sort, he opened that up. He opened up all the industries where you should have been able to make $1 gazillion, except it's a pyramid scheme. Only certain people can make it to the top. There's only so many houses and so much money and so many people that can have it.
That's what was so interesting to me because it seemed like out of all the white folks that were supporting him at first, a lot of them seemed to kind of change their mind about Trump. Yeah, it's like
where mobility was not there. Everybody stayed in their class.
That's what was surprising. His support
down. They didn't go. Nobody went up.
Yeah, some of his support from the poor and rural whites seemed to go down, but then his support from black and Hispanics and women seemed like it went up. So that's a little confusing, man.
And then when you think about the fear mongering that goes on, that's a whole other situation.
Fear is control.
Because, when the immigrants came here, the Latin immigrants came here,
the Venezuelans and all that.
Right. So I live in a neighborhood that is backed up: white people this way, black people this way, Hispanic people this way, Asian people this way, and right around the Forest City area. So we go to Daly College and we talk about. They had this forum, and they say, "What are you going to do with the immigrants?" The blacks was like, "Well, let's see what type of housing." The whites was like, "Oh, you know what? We're going to give some money. We're going to put some money toward it." The Latinx was like,
"They was not feeling them, yeah.
We don't care who we're going to vote in to get them gone. They did not want them here."
Yeah.
And so they knew something I didn't know, or maybe they didn't know something I didn't know, but it was very obvious that they were going to vote that way.
You know what it is with the Latin people? And I have to agree. We're a little bit resentful that the Venezuelans are getting so much
exactly
that we did not.
That's what I've been hearing.
My mom, when she went to get us, we struggled for even clothes.
Right.
I wore the same outfit 5 days a week. I got teased so bad when I was we did not have
Absolutely. You got a cup? You want a cup?
anything.
You sure?
Here come the Venezuelans. They get a cell phone.
Get money,
they
food
get
stamps.
Money, they get food stamps. They get
riding around with cars and all. Yeah, man.
It's
Everything
like,
just handed to them.
on a silver platter.
Handed to
When
them.
did the Mexicans or other people get this?
Nah, that's a fact.
And there's still Mexicans that are hiding.
Right.
They're still hiding to this day. And they're not offered, a driver's license like the Venezuelans are. It's not fair. So we're a little bit resentful of them because they're getting everything on a silver platter while we got nothing.
Yeah.
My mom worked 3 jobs. 3. She worked day and night. And these guys are out there riding around in fancy cars, basically mooching off our tax dollars.
And with my job, I talk to people, I meet people from all over, and I ask them that. And every Hispanic person I've talked to said the same thing Wanda just said. It was like, man, my father, do you know what he had to do when he got here? Like, the struggles we had to face, and then these Venezuelans get all of this.
Yeah.
Then when I talk to some of the black folks in there, it'd be the same thing. They basically saying like, why are our tax dollars going to support these people who just got here when we still struggling? We've been here and we not getting none of these benefits.
Why is homelessness and poverty still even an issue in the richest country in the land? And here we are just giving everything away.
Cause it work. The country works like that. They gotta have poor people. Cause if it ain't poor people, who gonna do all of the labor that don't nobody else want to do? So it's like even with the Venezuelans and the immigrants, they gonna give them a little something, but this is nothing for you to really establish yourself and like create real wealth. It's enough for you to come here, survive.
Just a little something. To them,
maybe add some bodies to our military, which is suffering because most of the kids don't want to go into that anymore. Add more votes to our parties because you're gonna definitely vote for us since we gave you some money and some benefits. It's to keep their system going, man.
This person told me they have to have poor and middle in order for them to have their rich.
It's necessary. It's
we don't want
mandatory.
We don't want everybody equal.
Exactly.
Nothing. Everybody's thinking, no.
How can they say How can they stay at the top if we rising up?
If it ain't no bottom.
Which kind of brings us back to that caste system. Remember that movie we saw?
Oh yes, Origin.
Yes, Origin.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, y'all
You told us about that.
I ain't see that.
And then you told us.
And I told y'all see it.
That
Wasn't
makes
that deep?
total sense.
I ain't see that. I gotta watch that.
Origin. Check it out, bro.
You gotta check it out.
Systematic
It's about class.
Yeah.
class.
Which, i.e., race.
It's a newer movie.
Class race.
No,
it's a couple,
it's not new.
maybe last year.
No, maybe 2 years
Let me
ago.
write this down.
So the book is about 15 years
Was it
old. It's
Edward
about-
Woodman?
Wow.
The book is about
Ava
8
DuVernay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's deep. It's
It's
a
deep.
but it's about the class, basically the caste system of where we are in society and where they expect us and need us to be
Right.
in order for them to maintain.
Yeah.
It's deep.
I'm gonna
But
watch
you know,
that.
in all actuality, as we think about mass deportation, I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to go back in some fields, and I don't want my sons to go back in fields.
Yeah.
We better stop talking about mass deportation right away, because the stuff that the videos I've seen where they're doing all of the agricultural work, I don't want to do that work, and my sons are not interested in it. I'm just gonna tell you.
Black
I
people
sit there
period.
Yeah.
Black people period.
Who's going to
And
do
the white
it?
boys
Black
don't do
people
it.
period.
without it being.
That's what they let the Venezuelans in for.
The Venezuelans
But
don't
they're
want
not.
that job.
Exactly.
That's the thing. They
Hey.
want to be a doctor.
They
They want
want
to be a teacher.
Hey, and a lot of the Mexicans, to be honest, a lot of Mexicans I've been talking to been funny to me because they been like, they not even like good Hispanics. They don't work hard. They be like, they're weak, they lazy. I'm like, damn. Yeah, that's what they been saying. Like,
I work my way to the top.
Exactly.
Hispanic takes a
Come
good
here.
any kind of job.
Right. That's a good
They want to come here. Them, they're uppity.
What was they calling Biden? Daddy Biden or something?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Daddy Biden will take
Daddy
it.
Biden.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
When they were getting the pass to come over here and get all of that, call him Daddy Biden with these Native American young
I
men.
forgot all about that.
We even went an hour past.
I forgot about that.
Okay. That's why I'm saying you gotta cut it.
I always got to bring the people
A
back.
few of them.
The true story behind Thanksgiving was after every killing of a whole village, these European settlers celebrated it and they called it Thanksgiving. But it wasn't until Abraham Lincoln became president that it became an official holiday. We take this time to remember our elders who lost their lives due to what really happened. Growing up, I would be kind of annoyed that they didn't know what actually happened on Thanksgiving and that they're actually celebrating the deaths of many people and many tribes that were lost. Happy Thanksgiving, America.
Flip the table over.
That's some deep shit.
I love a good
I did not know Abraham Lincoln. That was
I
mean,
lots of tables in my day.
we weren't taught this bullshit in school.
This is not every white
So-
person, of course, 'cause we all know white people. But I really think they're the devil.
We are chosen
If you
people.
study history, if you study history in the Bible,
They the devil.
You on inflammatory
Blue-eyed
101.
she ain't lying no, man. She prefaced it with the truth. It's like we're not talking about all white
Go all the
people.
way back to
We're not
Adam
saying every white person
Not
is
every
the
white
devil,
person.
but if you look at the history of white people and their interactions with the world
Every country.
and what they've done to each other.
Yeah.
And the way they have changed his story to his story.
Yeah.
Because
they
come
did that
on.
shit in Mexico too.
It's very devilish behavior, man.
Wherever they go, destroy,
Fact.
Yeah.
poison.
Colonize and then destroy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Pillage
I do have
and
something
plunder.
to say
Yeah.
about Trump, but
What they say in church, the devil was here to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what they have done around the world.
It can't be on camera.
Oh, well, it's finna die anyway, so we done. We finna. I ain't got it with me. So my auntie finna say some more inflammatory remarks. we gonna end it right here. All right, this just for us. So.
Viewer discretion is divine.
Till next time. Thank y'all again. You know.
That's all. Like,
No,